Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Julie Saillant. I'm your intuitive healer for your life and business. I know I look totally different. I'm like, whoa, I have a new camera. I actually went out and bought a camera because I thought, I feel like I have a new HP. It's only like a year and a half old, but I was thinking that every time I saw it, it looked kind of grainy and not good. So I just went to Best Buy and bought like a Logitech. It wasn't even that much. You just put it right on top of your computer and off you go. And I'm like, wow. It's good in a scary way, but in a good way. So welcome nines. I'm so glad that you're here. I love you guys. Welcome to the family. If it's your first time here, thank you for being here. We love having you. We've created a family here. I support all life paths. I don't go by zodiac signs. We go by life path numbers, and each life path has a certain reason that they're here. And my job is I'm clairsentient, clairaudient. I am a communicator. I am an animal communicator. I can speak to animals or people that have crossed over. And I help people, my clients, find their way through the darkness, right? So my gifts are highly, highly empathic. I can feel your pain if I choose to, which I don't choose to a lot of times anymore. And I can see where you're blocked. I can look at you as your body in front of me and see, stuck energy, right? It's a little bit, shows up as a little shadow, right? And then what I do is I take that out and then I connect into spirit to God and I bring that light through to you because you are an infinite being of light. You have the spark of God within you, but you're still here living on planet Earth in 3D, human form, right? So, what I love to do more than anything else is I love to connect people to their hearts and help them find their gifts and use their gifts and then leverage them so that they can really go along their soul's mission. That's my job. And as some of my friends say, I'm kind of a connector. I'm an open heart doctor, if you will. But it's all energetic. And so we go by life path numbers here. And the way that that works is if you've never done that before, if it's your first time, it's all about your birthday. It's your birthday, right? So you take the day, the month, and the year that you were born. And each one of those has a number. So if it's October, it's the 10th month out of 12 months. So you would add up 1 plus 0 equals 1. If the day you were born was the 25th, you take 2 plus 5 equals 7. And then if the year was, and this is not my year, if the year was 1983, you add 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3, right? I think that's 21. And then you add those three numbers together, okay? That number you need to reduce down as low as possible. You are a master life path number 9, okay? Now, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to read to you. I've got a download that I wanted to read to you. And I've got these downloads over the last 2.5, 3 years. And as I was getting them, and I call it God, you can call it spirit. It doesn't matter if it's, your higher self, if it's consciousness, if it's Lordship. It doesn't matter what you believe. You can believe whatever you like. I just call him God and spirit because that's what he is to me. Okay. But interchange as you see fit. There's no judgment or any of that on this channel. But the meditations that I got were for humanity. And he said, Julie, these are for you to send out to the world. You're not supposed to have all this information and then sit on it, right? And it just gets dusty. So what I like to do is I'm going to start off with a little bit of what he told me to say to everyone, and it's timeless. I will also call in your ancestors. I've already called in my group and they're here and ready to go. Thank you everyone for being here. And that includes my animals that you can't really see. My horse is behind me, that's Zeus, but I've got all my other totem animals, my guardians, my ancestors, my archangels, and we'll call in your ancestors as well. There will be a collective reading. Hopefully this resonates for you. If it doesn't, then hopefully the next one will. Don't try to make it fit, okay? If it fits, great. If it doesn't, wait for the next one, okay? Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are growing the channel. It's been so much fun. I read all your comments and I respond to all of them. So please give me your comments and your thoughts as we go along. I'm here to help you. And my job is really just to help you find your feet because I took so long to find mine. I always knew I had gifts. I always knew I was empathic, but I was scared of my gifts and I didn't know what to do with them. I didn't really know how they worked. They don't, you're not a manual. I wish we had manuals with this stuff. I guess that's what I do, right? And some other teachers out there. I'm an intuitive healer. I'm an intuitive teacher. I was born this way. I have cards that I work with, okay? Specifically the animal cards, they're oracle cards. I have Work Your Light. I work with that deck. Those are oracle cards. So pretty much all oracle and spirit cards. They're just to guide you and to guide me because I don't need cards at all. I don't really read that way. I don't know how to do tarot. I'm not that person. But these cards are more about what's your life purpose? What action steps can you take? How can you get in alignment? And they have questions to make you think about whatever I'm channeling for you. So it will be directly channeling from your ancestors and from spirit. Okay. Also, I will go over a little bit about the life path number 9, just as a quick refresher. And then down below are all the links. So if you'd like to donate to the channel, that would be so much appreciated. This is my full-time job. This is everything that I do. There's a link for that, as well as you can book separate sessions with me. I do coaching. I offer coaching. You can do a single strategy session, or you can do a month, 3 months, 6 months with me. My clients, we love what we're doing. We're transforming as we go. We're just have so much more confidence, right? It's basically what I do is, I show you where the road is and I lift up my light and go, it's over here, go this way. Because for so long, I worked in corporate and nobody showed me. And I had to figure it out for myself. My grandmother has been a huge part of my channelings and of course my galaxy parents, but I had a lot of hope and help along the way. But my goal is to help you not feel stuck and believe in yourself, because I didn't for so long. And it really sucks because you have a lot to give. I know you do. So without further ado, we are all protected, that you are completely protected in this place. What I love to do is I just want you to take a deep breath in with me. And as you do so, I just want you to think about your heart. I want you to open your heart, okay, as much as you can. Think about it getting bigger than your body, bigger than the room that you're in, all the way out to the stratosphere. That's what I want you to do. So take a deep breath in and open your heart and lower any protection that you have. You're in a completely safe space. So take a deep breath in and open your heart. Know that you are loved and let it out. Take another deep breath in, opening your heart, knowing you are loved, and let it out. Right now, I would invite any of the ancestors that want to come forward for the life path number, people that are here with any messages that you have for them. These are timeless messages that I can deliver to them. Thank you so much. Thank you all to my guides and for God, for my archangels, for my guides, for Nana, for everyone helping me along the way. Okay. Before I get to that, let me just write this down because these thoughts come so quickly before I start channeling. You can see this. I probably apologize for this, but you'll understand why in a minute. Okay. First thing I'd like to do is let me just do a very quick reading for you. This was a download I got a year ago. And it said, the old ways still serve as a reminder, not only of days gone by, but their lessons. Preparation and practice are what make one great, yet you must learn to crawl before you can walk. You have grown exponentially in a short time. It's child's play, so much so that it's easy to you that you never thought you would do. Now you can and do. And my grandmother says, Julie, dear, no matter what happens, no matter what adversity you face, this is for someone out there, know that you are safe and that you are protected and supported by many, many underscore many. You see, great power, when grown slowly, must be used easily. When power is thrust on someone, it can be overload on them and become a burden. That will not happen with you, dear. Everything and every person has a purpose in your life. Every event has taught you a lesson, good or bad. It doesn't matter. It was always a lesson. They've taught me to tell you that there's always a lesson. It's not a failure, it's a lesson. And remember that your soul signed up for this, for being here, okay? You signed up for this as a soul, and you said, I want to be here at this particular time, right? And I want to experience all these wonderful things, whether they're good, they're bad, but I need to really experience them. So know that everything's happening for you, not to you. Okay. This is important. Let's look at number 9. Just a quick rundown. If you've been here before, just bear with me. Maybe I'll say something a different way and it'll come out differently for you. So you guys are the humanitarians of the world. Okay. You genuinely love and care for other human beings. And thank God for that, because some of us are like, what? I like animals better than humans, but don't tell anybody that. You are very compassionate. You're down to earth. You're very musical. You have natural gifts of singing, of playing musical instruments. You have very generous souls. Okay. You work great with nonprofits, fundraising, social workers, doctors, nurses, magicians, singers. You love to help people. You care a lot about people's spiritual souls. And you realize that material goods hold very little value for you. Okay. Life path number 9 can be overly idealistic. Okay. They need to fulfill an idealistic version of themselves to the world. When others fall short of their idealism, they feel crushed. They may have trouble letting go of the past and spend hours overthinking about past mistakes and should haves. This is the shadow side. Every one of these numbers, every person comes here with the good and positive attributes, as well as things we need to work on. These are the shadow parts. Be a source of kindness and compassion to others. Help others find their way in life, even if they veer from the path you think is best. Allow them to follow their truth. Enhance your worldview by learning other customs and traditions and traveling all over the world. I love that. You know, you want to serve others and understand the overarching themes that bind all humanity. When you find yourself overgiving, right, you can become exhausted. If this happens, do something creative, right? Artistic outpourings can help you relieve stress and achieve a more balanced emotional life. Your shadow lies in how you use your experiences to form expectations of others. Your idealism can be suffocating. Okay, so that means that you put very high expectations on yourself and other people, and that can actually hurt you and hurt them, because when they fail and fall short of those expectations, you're like, what the hell? And they're like, what are you talking about? Right? You carry a lot of sadness due to feeling abandoned or unloved by your parents. This is common with 9s. You're a very compassionate soul, right? You hate to see others hurt, the hurt you feel, right? You're very good at finishing things. You can take on a project from someone else and bring it to the next level. You do forget to ask for help for yourself, but you care deeply for others. Okay. Your desire is to change the world for the better and bring spiritual light into the world without asking anything in return. Okay. Your shadow lies in the way you hold on to the past, overly idealistic, with a need to fulfill an idealistic version of themselves and the world. When others fall short of your idealism ways, you feel crushed. Okay. The advice is to be kind and compassionate to all. Help others find their way, even if you feel they're veering off their path you think is not right for them. You have to let people make their mistakes. And I'll tell you why. It's called karma. It's a real thing. If you, let's just say that I'm struggling with something and I'm trying to learn how to work something. If I know the answer, and I swoop in and say, hey, you know what? I see that you're struggling with that. Can I just tell you how this works so I can save you a lot of time and effort? And they'll be like, yeah, sure, show me. And I tell you, I have like circumvented what you were supposed to do, because you were supposed to learn a lesson here, right? So if I come through and I just give you the lesson and you didn't ask for it from me, I just gave it to you, I'm going to get bad karma off that, because that was your lesson to learn, right? So it's actually holding you back, even though I didn't mean any harm. There are rules with energy, right? There are rules that you need to ask for permission. People need to ask you for help, especially if you're a healer, especially if you're a seer, especially if you channel information and messages. People need to ask and, formally, please help me with this. I can say I have a message for you, but, I need to make sure that you want me to give you the message. Okay. Just a little tidbit. So I have chosen a couple of cards. We have cards that are just, we're going to talk about where you are right now through my visions for what your ancestors are saying. We're going to take some action cards and some activation cards. But first, what they were showing me was there are some of you out there that are trying to change yourselves in the world, and that's very admirable and it's amazing. But what's happening is that you are so worried about how others perceive you that you are willing to change anything about yourself so that they, whoever they are, would be happier with you. So let's just say, for example, you really like somebody, but this person was very different from you. This person came from a different culture, a different land. They had speak a different language. They have different religious thoughts. They look different. You're just as opposite as you could be, right? But that's harmony and balance a lot of times, the opposite attracts, right? Yin and yang, all for balance and harmony. But in this particular instance, in your culture, this person would not be accepted by your parents or your family because of these differences, because of the age difference, because of the cultural difference in just how you approach life. Maybe what you've gone through is too much of a burden for that person, right? So you might say, I have to let you go because my parents or my family would never accept you. It would never work, right? And I can tell you that it can work, but you have to believe it's going to work. And if you don't believe it, then don't even try, because you have to believe that it will work. But what a lot of people do is they succumb to that pressure and they believe what people are saying. And they're saying, this isn't going to work. And you're like, really? Yeah, this isn't going to work. You guys are too far apart on every level. So, you live far apart, you have an age difference far apart, you have a religion far apart, you speak a different language. I mean, hello. In reality, in my humble opinion, if something is written in the stars and you've had other lifetimes with this person, you will find a way and it will work. That's how that knowingness is there. That's how that unconditional love is there. Even if you've never actually spent time with this person, right? Twin flame stuff, written in the stars, right? That means that it's real. But the other person has to believe that too and has to be willing to say to the family, I hear you, but I'm still going to make my own choice. And I was just talking with a friend of mine today about why do we always people please to the point where it affects our lives in a negative way. I've experienced this. If you don't know my story, very briefly, I'll tell you that I went to college to be what my mother wanted me to be, a paralegal. I didn't want to be a paralegal. I'm not that person. I'm a very creative, artistic person. I see things differently. My dad was a professor and videographer, and I wanted to do that too. I wanted to go to California, go to film school, right? But what happened was I bowed to the pressure of my parents, my mother, and went to school for what she wanted me to be. Of course, it didn't work out. I went to school, I got my first job, and within 2 weeks of working there, I was like, this is not for me. This is not for me. It was painful. But that started me long ago on a trajectory of people pleasing because I didn't feel supported. I just didn't. And that's why I read that to you. What was said there, right? Was that you are supported by the universe, right? That's important for you to know, whether you're at a crossroads or not, okay? It's important that you know, no matter what happens, no matter what adversity you face, know that you are safe and that you are protected and supported by many, by God, by spirit, by your archangels, by the universe, by your higher self, by your ancestors, by your totem animals, okay? You're supported and loved, but you have to find it within yourself to make changes. That's the thing, right? Anytime that you're feeling as though you need to change directions for someone else to make them happy, you're dimming your shine if it's not the road you want to take. Anytime that you are sitting there saying yes when you really want to say no, okay? This could be something as simple as going to a party or as complex as taking on a project or a client that you feel is not right for you. You may be a healer listening to this or a spiritual empathic person listening to this, you're a humanitarian, you have a lot of compassion and empathy in you. And you may have a client or perceived client coming towards you, and you may really need the revenue for your business. But inside your heart, right here, you know that it's not a good fit for you. The way that they express themselves, the way that you work isn't a good fit, right? But instead of saying that and saying, I think there's somebody else for you that might give you a better transformation, you say, forget it, I'll take the money. And what happens? What happens? Anybody? Bueller? What happens is you get hurt. It'll blow up in your face every single time. Don't ever, 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 for the love of God, don't ever go against your intuition. Your intuition is your higher self speaking for you. This is why when you're in a job interview and everything looks so great, right? I'm in this job interview, everything looks awesome, you know, like it's a beautiful building. I'm on the top floor. I'm going to be working for an SVP, making good money. Could be better, but good, decent. Lots of exposure, you know, a lot of prestige. But inside, I'm like, I hear this voice going, this isn't going to work for you. You're not going to be happy here for very long. And I'm like, shut up. What do you know? Dude, this is going to be great. Then I hear it again on the way home. This is, you need to listen to me. What happened? I self-sabotaged. It didn't work. You have to remember something, that you have an unconscious or subconscious mind here. Most of the time you're thinking with your conscious mind, but sometimes, and a lot of times, what's running behind the scenes on your computer, which is your body, your life. If you think of yourself as a computer, your operating system running in the background at all times is your subconscious. I believe it's 98%, and that runs the show. So any beliefs that you have that you picked up from your family, from society, that's negative, like money doesn't grow on trees, you need to take this job, okay? All scarcity mentality versus abundance mentality, that's running all the time, you begin to self-sabotage. You do things and you don't even know why you're doing them. All you know is that you're doing them. Until you can identify what that is, separate yourself from the emotion and change it, only then will things change for you, okay? They're telling me that some of you are so close. I have somebody, this is going to be specific. I have somebody here listening to me right now, and church is a huge thing on your mind. I don't talk about church too much. I'm born again. I don't push that on anybody. You can believe whatever you want. For you, you're either Catholic or you're undecided, and you're going to church and you feel very conflicted. It's like, you know, you should be there, but you're not getting a lot out of it. But you're also trying to grow, and you've noticed that you've changed a lot since this whole pandemic hit. You yourself are changing, and you're just transforming. You're ascending. You're going to your next level. But everyone around you over here is not changing at all. All they know is they see a difference in you and they don't understand it, which makes them nervous. What are you doing over there till 1 o'clock in the morning? Making a video. Really? Yeah, because I'm a night owl. That's how it works for me. Right? Okay. So what am I saying here? I'm saying trust your angels, trust your guides, trust your totem animals, trust yourself, and trust God. If you don't believe in God, trust in a higher being than you that made all of the earth that you're in right now, you know, that made the chairs and made the sea and made the ocean and mountains and every other thing. There's an element of trust here that's not being received by you. There's a lot of you out there that are trying to do something great, but you have unequal reciprocity. In other words, it's either for, I get two storylines here. It's either with a person that you love very, very much, but they are not reciprocating. You're doing all the work. And by you doing all the work and then being so clammed up and quiet over here, you're starting to lose hope, because you can't keep laying your heart open for somebody, for them just to be like, whatever, and never give you anything back for it. It doesn't work that way. The other part of that is I'm seeing you really want to break out and do your own thing. You want to have your own business. You want to do your own thing, but you're scared to death it's going to fail. It may fail or it might go great. Nobody knows. But you have to believe that it will work. The way that you manifest in this 3D is you need to think it and see it and feel it in your mind first, and then bring it through, right? Because your brain doesn't know the difference. So in other words, if I take you through an exercise, if you've always wanted the Lamborghini, like I do, and you go through an exercise and you feel yourself, you see it, you're getting in it, you can smell the leather, your brain thinks that's real. Your brain does not understand that you just made this up, but it's so vivid with the colors, with the smells, the way it looks, how great it would feel to turn the key on, right? It can't distinguish that that's not real, because in the mind, it is real, right? That's how you bring it into this 3D world. You have to hold that vision all day long. A lot of you have visions for your life, but you're letting it go. You've got shiny object syndrome. I have the same thing. Shiny object syndrome sucks, because what happens is you're constantly looking around like, okay, I like this over here, and you're good. And then 5 minutes later, wait, I like that over there, right? That's what happens. Playing with my camera here. You have to work and think about one path, stick to that one path as much as you can, hold that vision in your mind, wherever you want that to be. That's important. Let's look at some of your cards. I'm going to actually start off with your Earth cards, because you got quite a few. Now remember, these just fly out at me. I don't know what they say. They just fly out and fly on the floor, and then I pick them up. But 9 times out of 10, 10 out of 10, they're always what I've been channeling, because I'm channeling from your ancestors. I'm channeling from spirit. A lot of you feel very weak mentally, spiritually, energetically, physically. You've let yourself go. You've gained weight. You're not eating right. You're holding your breath. You're hoping for a miracle. You are lost at sea. You still have hope, but you don't have a plan. Spirit's saying you need a plan, okay? It's just like when you get in your car, you turn it on, right? Put on your seatbelt, close your door, turn the car on. You know where you're going. I'm getting in my car to go grocery shopping. I'm getting in my car to go see my horse, right? Simple, simple. But this is what's happening a lot of times for you. You're thinking, I want to do this, I want to do that, but you don't know how to get there. You have to find a road, make it up in your mind just to start the journey, right? You got DNA, karma. And if you can see this, if you're listening to me on audio, it's 2 snakes entangled together. Your ancestors, you carry all of their sacrifices, their successes, as well as their lessons, not failures. You also carry, this is DNA, the DNA strands look like here. You carry the DNA of your ancestors. What does that mean? That means that you are here right now to break the negative patterns that your ancestors have, to break any vows that they took. Because trust me, let me tell you something. If your ancestors took a vow 200 years ago, like mine did for poverty, I still carry that vow within me. And that's not good. Okay? You need to break that vow, or you'll never have money. It won't work. You'll work and work and work, and you'll not understand, why am I not making what I should make? Or why is this so elusive for me, money, when everybody else seems okay with it? That's why. You are here to break the vows, and your ancestors want you to go on your own path. They don't want you to follow their path. So DNA and your karma, you're here to break karmic cycles, negative ones. If you need help with that, reach out to me. That's what I do. If you want to talk about it or you want me to do a video on that, let me know. Just put a comment in, say, Julie, I'd like you to do a video on breaking karmic lessons for my ancestors. You also got Gaia, nurturing. It's a beautiful picture of the world, of our world, Earth. I don't know if anybody's told you this, but if they haven't, I'm big on simple but profound stuff. We are all connected, whether you believe that or not. What you do affects me. What I do affects you. If I am here, I go for the win-win-win. If I'm here shining my light for you, you shine your light for somebody else. I win, you win, Mother Earth wins, everybody wins. We all have to do this together. You have to start helping each other and shining your true light, your authentic light, not the bullshit somebody else wants you to be, right? Just what you want to be, just you. Mother Earth Gaia is here to nurture you in all ways. Get grounded, go outside, hug a tree. I love doing that. My friend loves rocks. She's a rock hugger. It's awesome. The earth has memories. The earth has protection. The earth has guidance for you, but you must be active and let it in. River, movement. Wow. Beautiful picture. Again, guys, what are the chances of me picking these cards? I don't pick them, they come out, right? Gaia, nurturing, river, movement. You must take aligned action, not just any action, aligned action to what you want to happen in your life. Yes, you can take any action, but that won't serve you. Only aligned action will. What's aligned action? When you have your plan, you know you're moving forward, you know what it looks like, and you're taking the next step on your way to greatness. The wolf, my favorite. Wolf, instincts. Trust your instincts. Wolves can survive in many places. They are scavengers, they are hunters, they are killers, but they're also very loving, very compassionate. They speak to one another, they run in packs, they hunt in packs very strategically. They care for their young, and they accept others into their pack that don't belong there just because they do. If every human strove to be more like a wolf, the world will be a better place. Trust me. Trust your instincts. You may not know the landscape. This wolf has got the mountains behind him. So he's left the mountains, left the hard times, going for calmer waters. Actually, this is right on the water. He's on the water, looking around as to what the next move will be. These are sharp mountains back here. This wolf has been through some stuff. I can relate. Can you? It's time. Spirit's telling me to tell you it's time. It's time for you to come forward and be who you are in the collective. I need you. I can't do this by myself. Help me. No, for real, help me. And love, compassion. You guys are the humanitarians. This is a perfect card for you. You just love people. You love to help. For your cards, they're going to help you move forward. The inquiry cards are, you got the conjuring, okay? This is showing me, it's called, I'm sorry, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? It shows two big doors that go all the way up into the sky, and the sky is full of electricity. So there's a lot going on there: creativity, passion, hope, love, prosperity, everything you could ever want. The doors from the outside look very dim and very ominous, but once you open up, it's beauty back there. You've got a river, you've got all these plants. It's just beautiful. What are you clinging on to that's not working for you in your life anymore? Let it go. There's a reason for it. Letting it go. Karmic cycles do end. Cycles do end. Don't dim to fit in. I can't make this up. This came up for the 11s just yesterday. Can't make it up. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Again, for the theys, right? your action cards, right? Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And what did I say? I said, I am pretty much a heart surgeon energetically. I help people find their way to their hearts. That's what I do, right? And then I open your heart and help you see the beauty there that you can't see or you've missed it. Devotion and tuning into the portal of your heart is what will change your whole life. At some point, you have to start believing in you and that you can do things. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. She's coming out of a dark cave, looking at the water, looking at the sunlight and saying, this is so beautiful out there. I belong out there. Share your voice. The world needs what you have. And your activation cards, you got awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Awesome. Who does not want a download? Who does not like to get downloads? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, message me in the comments. When I do downloads, I sit in front of the moon or I'll go outside and I've got the fire on. My eyes are closed and I have a pad in front of me and I start writing. It's as though Spirit has taken the pen, the archangels take the pen, whoever wants to talk to me, your ancestors, take the pen and start writing. But my eyes are closed. It's a stream of consciousness that's downloaded to me, and it's amazing. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Touchdown. What? I can't make this up. I can't. I said your ancestors are here, right? Confirmation. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. You have everything you need to be successful. You just have to believe it and know that there's a way. This is where I come in. This is what I do, guys. This is my superpower. Honest to God, I was born to do this. And you were born to do certain things too. And I can see the picture that needs to come through you for yourself, even if you can't. Nobody can see their own stuff, by the way. I can't see my own stuff. Nobody can. Let's see what the spirit animals have. Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. Lucky 8. You don't know what's going to happen to you next. You don't know what's on the other side of the door in front of you. And you don't have to know. Spirit's saying, just trust me. Please trust me. Let me help you. Your ancestors are saying, let us help you. It's as simple as just asking for help. Ancestors, please help me. Please show me what I need to see. Please show me what I can't see right now. Please show me what I need to work on. Or I have these two options. I don't know which way to go. What do I do? Oh, dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. This dog has a beautiful face. It reminds me of my dog that passed away. I'm still alone. I'm still missing that dog. Dogs are very loyal. And this dog is saying, be loyal to what you love. They're telling me to tell you to be kinder to those around you. Slow down to speed up. Your loyalty is noted, but actually, I just need some time with you. It doesn't have to, you don't have to do anything. Just be with me. Peacock spirit, one of my favorites. Let it shine. I can't make this up. Right, let it shine. This peacock is so beautiful because, again, it's got the heart and it's shining right out of the heart. I mean, who doesn't love peacocks, right? Don't dim your light for anyone. No. No. Hummingbird spirit, be here now. I love this picture. Who doesn't love hummingbirds? They're gorgeous. Be here now. The past is over with. The future has not happened yet. Be here now with me. Okay? Because in the now, if you're here in the now, you won't lose information. If you're thinking about the future or what happened in the past, you won't get everything that I'm saying to you. You're going to miss stuff. All right? Koi fish, spirit. There's always enough. This is that abundance that I was talking about. A lot of you have a very much scarcity mindset. You're thinking, there's never enough for me. There's never enough money. There's never enough time. There's never enough clients. There's never enough happiness. I don't have the right connections. I don't look right. All this shit that goes through your mind down a rabbit hole. Koi fish is saying there's always enough. We live in an abundant universe. There's more than enough money, more than enough clients, more than enough happiness, more than enough causes that you can just hook up with. Start making a difference in animals or humans' lives. And last but not least, Panther spirit. Wow, reclaim your power. Panthers don't fuck around. I love Black Panthers. Reclaim your power. There's something that I teach about claiming your power. Let me know if you want me to offer this as a short course. There's a way that you need to learn how to reclaim your power. And the way I do it is I can claim your power from all the way back from all your ancestors in all those lifetimes, in this lifetime and in future lifetimes, so that you can start really making forward movement towards your dreams. All right, guys, I hope this helped you. I love you guys so much. Big hugs. I will post this, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm here to help you. Leave comments. Let me know if this was helpful for you, and I will see you guys soon. All right, thanks. Take care.